the last video I showed you how to knit using 3 or 4 color cards, and today I will show you how to make them. First I will open the template of the card. You can download it from the link in the description. Today I will make a punch card for this cute little fox. I saw the image on Pinterest and I immediately fell in love with it. First I will place the layer with the black dots on top of the fox. I will use a layer mask and I will remove all dots around the fox. Now it should look like this. You can make adjustments to the image if needed. I want to color it exactly as in the picture, so let's add some colors. Now it is looking like a fox. I'm using dark blue instead of black and green instead of white. You will see why in a minute. Make the layer with the image visible again and double check for mistakes. Now I will write the legend on the side of the card. For the orange dots you have to use orange yarn. I'm using green dots instead of white because the white ones won't be visible. The blue dots have to be knitted with black yarn, and the black dots are for the background color. You can use different colors to mark them. Now duplicate the layer with the dots and invert the layer mask so all dots around the fox are visible. They will mark the rows which you have to knit using the background color. Now merge all layers with dots. I will remove the empty rows on the top and I will start to rearrange them. Each row must contain only one color. That's how the Deco device works. You have to change the color every 2 rows. As you can see, in the second row the machine will knit only one stitch with the orange yarn. If you look closely, you will notice that the black dots are filling up the empty spaces, so you have a full knitted row every time. There isn't exact order of how the colors must be arranged in the rows. You can arrange them as you want. I'm trying to arrange them as follows: blue, green, orange and black. Now this is what the card should look like. It's too long, so I have to split it into parts. I made a copy of the layer. Now I will use a layer mask to remove the last 2 rows, and that would be the first half of the card. Now make the second copy of the layer visible and use a layer mask to hide the top part. Don't forget to write the information for the card in the small rectangle. Now both cards are ready for printing. To keep track of the rows and the colors, I will fill up a document with that info. First I have to knit 2 rows with the background color, then I have to knit 2 rows with the orange yarn. And so on. You have to fill up the table with all rows and colors. I have a column for the row count that I can use if I get lost while knitting. Now I will leave an empty cell and I will fill up the information for card B. Card B is the second part of the fox. Now I'm ready to print out this sheet and I will show you how to knit the fox. That's what the cards look like. And that is the cheat sheet. It will also be in the description of this video. First I will attach the card reader in the middle. Now raise 40 needles on the front bed. Place the edge springs on the last working needles. Raise pushers under the working needles. We will need them in the next step. Raise 40 needles on the back bed and place the edge springs on the last working ones. Now raise pushers under all working needles and arrange them in 1-to-1 division. I will set both logs to N and the stitch size to 4.5. I'm using the orange strippers and the machine is threaded with the background color yarn. I will make a racking cast on because this is only a test piece. You have to follow the instructions for your garment. After the cast on, I will knit 10 more rows without changing the settings of the logs to make a border of the piece. Now set the front log to BX. Set the back log to BX and press both arrow keys. Make sure the pushers on the front bed are in working position and these on the back bed are arranged in 1-to-1 division. Now take the first card and insert it into the card reader until you hear a click. Then press and hold the lever on the left side and insert the card 3 more rows or until the sensing feelers on the reader are arranged for the first row of the card. Push the trip cam for the row counter to the left as far as it can go. Slide the Deco device to the right, attach it to the front lock and set it to 2. Clip the cheat sheet on the stand, reset the row counter and start knitting. You have to change the colors according to the table. If you get lost, you have to check the row counter, then find the row in the list. The viewfinders of the card reader are not showing the correct information because I haven't aligned the rows. You can choose any color as the background color. In this example, I am using a light blue yarn. Don't forget to support me by liking the video while I'm knitting. Also, you can tell me, do you know a different way to knit images using DIY punch cards? And last but not least, I will be very happy if you send me a picture of that fox on my Facebook page. Now I'm on row count 62. At this point I have to insert the second punch card. You can see it in the cheat sheet. All of the sensing feelers must be erased. First you have to reset the Deco device. Set it to 0, detach it from the front lock and slide it to the left. Press and hold the black lever and remove the punch card. Take the second card and insert it until you hear a click. Press and hold the black lever and insert the card 3 rows more or until the sensing feelers are arranged for the first row of the second card. Attach the Deco device to the front lock and set it to 2. Now continue following the cheat sheet. By the way, do you know that the word for fox in Bulgarian is lisica? You can easily remember it by thinking of the famous Ukrainian pianist Valentina Lisica. When the row counter is at row count 126, you have knitted the fox. Remove the Deco device, put all pushers in working position on the front bed, knit 2 rows with the background color and continue following the instructions of your garment. You may want to knit several rows with the background color to make a border on the other side. I will knit 10 rows with both locks set to N. Leave the eyelet in the color changer and remove the knitted piece. And that is my lovely fox. Tell me, do you like it in the comments below? That's the back side. Maybe I will use a slightly thicker yarn for the background color next time. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see you in my next video.